Kevin, you're here today to talk about the transition from playing football to becoming a manager and a coach. What would you say was the main key issue about moving into management?
It's not quite like playing. I think they get that, but what I mean is playing's the best it can be. There's nothing better. So if they think management is going to be better than that, they're going to get disappointed. But it keeps you in there in a game you love, and you learn a lot of things from managing that you didn't realise as a player. You thought, wow, I never realised how much work was involved in just preparing a team for an away match, for example. There's a lot of coaches coming in now in their mid-30s, going straight from playing to managing. And, they've got to feel they can do it. And I think courses like this just give them that little bit of a foundation, something to just lean into, step back on while they're thinking about making that move. It's a big move, no doubt about that.
You had two spells at Newcastle United. One of the main differences between your first spell and the second spell was the backroom staff and just how that expanded massively. Is there any other challenges that coaches will have to approach when they first move in?
When you're a small group, it tends to be tight-knit, but of course when there's more and more, there's holes in between where people go. Players will want one masseur and not another, for example, whereas in my first time there, you had the masseur, there was only one. So, players start to choose their favourites, and then the masseurs start to have their favourites, and you almost get in danger. You can get little clicks if you're not careful. I'm not saying that happened, but there's a possibility it will. So, you've got fitness coaches telling you, they've done enough, and yet your eyes telling you maybe we could just do a little bit more because this is going well and we're getting a lot out of it. So it's finding all those balances between the people who you've got employed feeling that they're contributing something worthwhile, but you as a manager saying, there'll be times when I will overrule what you say. I think they can do a bit more because I'm getting something out of it that's not physical but mental maybe. So yeah, lots of things. But for these guys, they're coming in at a very interesting time. There's a lot happening, but that's all good.
When you got that phone call to become the Newcastle United coach the first time round, you went in without any sorts of coaching licences or the qualifications that exist today. How important are the examples like the Scottish FA's UEFA Pro licence? How crucial are they to a coach's development?
Well, absolutely crucial. That's why I come here to talk to them about it, because I was the opposite. I didn't have that, and there was times when I felt that I needed it. But this is a great event for the coaches, and you look at them and they're so young. Some of them 34, 35. I was 40 before I started, and I was considered to be a very young coach. It's getting younger now, and that's good. I think they come with different ideas. They mustn't be scared to try things out, but they've got to listen, and they've got to. When people like myself come, we're just telling them how we did it. It's not exactly saying to them, you should do this, but have you thought about this? Have you thought about it? And just expanding their thought process to say, I never thought about that. If they learn one or two things from my couple of hours here today, that'll be good.